Act 1, Scene 5 in 5 minutes. There's a lot in here to get through in 5 minutes, so we'll try our best with it. This is our introduction to Lady Macbeth. And what I would say straight away is very important is to notice that Macbeth was introduced through others, through his reputation. Whereas here, Lady Macbeth is introduced through our first example of soliloquy. Soliloquy being when a single character stands on stage and speaks their thoughts, so we hear what's in their mind. She starts reading a letter which informs her, a letter from Macbeth, which informs her of everything that has happened to him, and then delivers her first line, her very significant first line: "Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised." On the one hand, we have how definite and confident that she is in comparison to him and all of his stuff about, got this horrid image in my head. There's none of that here. But we also get use of the phrase "shalt be," which means that just like her husband, she echoes the witches. Okay? She echoes the witches. They told him that he shan't be king hereafter. And then she begins to tell us her ideas of him. First of all, she tells us he is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way to become king in the most obvious way. Might seem quite surprising to us, the idea of seeing him as too nice, that he's come over that way to us. But again, she could easily just as much be referring to the idea that he's too full of the milk of human kindness. He's too human for it. But whichever way, it suggests that she sees herself as stronger and maybe more determined than him. Then we get a bunch of paired ideas which make the point that he's not without ambition, but he's without the illness that should attend him. He's ambitious, but he doesn't have the nastiness, the evil to go with it. And we get lots of others. Wouldn't play false and would wrongly win. He wouldn't cheat, but he'd happily win as the result of of others cheating. So what does she do? She says that she wants him to come here so that she can pour her spirit in his ear and chastise with the valour of my tongue everything that stands in the way. She sees that her valour, remember he was valour's minion for battle, her valour, her bravery, is in her tongue, and therefore that's what she can do the best. She can persuade him. At this point, dramatically, Shakespeare introduces a messenger who comes in and informs her, now that she's decided this, informs her that Duncan is actually coming tonight, so she has the opportunity. And her response to that is immediate. Nothing changes. She says, "The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements." Two associations with death straight away. The raven as a bird of death, fatal, meaning it's going to be death. She is absolutely clear that this is what's going to happen. So she launches into this famous soliloquy here, where she invites evil spirits in to unsex her. Notice that is not turn her into a man, that is remove all her femininity. What does she mean? She doesn't want to be female anymore. She sees it as a weakness. Right? Why? Because she wants to be full of direst cruelty. Women aren't. Why? Because she'll feel remorse as a woman. She doesn't want to. Why? Because she sees motherhood, represented by her breasts and therefore breast milk, as a weakness. What she wants is to turn her life-giving abilities as a mother through breast milk to bringing death through gall, essentially a poison. She also calls on darkness just underneath. When Macbeth enters, we're back into this idea of echoing the witches. Like before, she goes Glamis, Cawdor, king, and this time she uses the word hereafter. also shalt be hereafter. Again, are we seeing that she has the witches influencing her already? Well worth noting the genuine love that we see between them in the way they speak to each other. And the reaction of Macbeth, again, just like with the witches, he doesn't say anything. Banquo said there that he had the look on his face was strange. Here, again, his reaction is kind of being amazed. A book where you can read strange matters, as she says. So what she says to him at this moment is, right, at the moment what you need to do is look like the innocent flower but be the serpent under it. An image. Again, this idea that we said before of face and heart being different. In your heart, be the serpent, be a snake. In your face, look like an innocent flower. Leave all the rest to me.